Hello, guys. So, I'm going to show you how to use Grok and the key elements on how you can be able to start over with the best prompts. So, first is understanding the keywords you need to use, and not basically they are the exact words. You can just ask anything. That's this one. We are going to say use Grok, which is basically powering X and built by XAI team. So let's say like hello Grok. Once you type hello Grok, it say, "Hey there, what's on your mind today? Ready to dive into this something strategic, symbolic, or maybe just chat about what's up?" Wow, first, that's a good introduction. You may feel like you're chatting with human. So you can do wonders with Grok 3, and you can also even like for instance, you can be able to write articles, you can be able to create posts, you can be able to create quotes, you can also be able to generate images, manipulate images, etc. Let's say for instance we want to write an article. How do you go about that? So first you can say write an article, let's say about let's say a full colon, let's say about uh, Tesla robotaxi, then hit enter. So it will be able to run to write an article about Tesla robotaxi, which was launched just a few hours, and it will scrap all the information that's needed for that particular article that you have highlighted. We have not specified how many words we will need for that particular article, but it will scrap the information and give and or outline what's needed for that particular article. Like you can be able to see the title, you can see another subtitle about Tesla robotaxi, also the technology, the camera-based approach, the competitive landscape, comparing it to Waymo, etc. And you can be able to copy this article and paste it somewhere else, or you can be able to post it once you copy it. So that's one way you can be able to use Grok. You can be able to write an article. What's the second thing that you can be able to do? Let's say, for instance, you have a coding problem. So let's say, for instance, for instance, I'm a coder, and also most of the time, while I find a problem, I use Grok to identify the bugs. So, what do we do when I identify a bug? I'll open one here. Um, it was doing for an Android app. Control Shift C to copy. So, and I have a coding problem. So, I'll tell Grok, hello Grok, uh, help me to solve the bug. It's full colon. Then I will copy this particular problem from my Linux terminal, then hit enter. It will give me the suggestions of whatever I need to fix. So that's how effective Grok is. You can be able to copy the bug, and tell Grok, help me to solve that bug, paste that problem, and it will be able to give you the right steps to follow. That's how advanced Grok is. You can be able to you can use it to solve. You can be able to see it has even outlined where specifically the error of that particular bug is happening, the file paths. You can be able. It also gives you access, the possibility of where the environment variables where you need to configure it again. You can be able to set the Android path so that the bug does not happen again. Even it gives you how to do it using the Node.js. I've not even specified the Node.js that it is Node.js that I used, but it has specifically give out the npm, which is also a command under Node.js. So you can be able to see how it outlines that documentation of the bug fix. So that's how advanced Grok AI is. And it has some suggestions here. So it has identified it's an Android problem, and it says learn about Android Studio, explore iOS development. And this is to show how advanced this Grok is powerful. So that is step number two, being able to use Grok AI to solve software or coding bugs. Let's go to another step where we can be able to use Grok AI to generate images. Let's say generate an image of Donald Trump as a farmer. Yeah, respect the farmer. Yes. It will generate images of Donald Trump. Let's see whether how it does. Oh yeah, damn it! Grok is super powerful. You can be able to see it has generated the image of the president Donald Trump in a farmyard wearing that hat. That's how great it is. It also gives you the suggestions, topics with generating Donald Trump as a farmer with woodcut print style, holding a pitchfork or riding a tractor. Let's say riding a tractor. Let's see how it does. Oh yeah, it generates an image of Donald Trump riding a tractor. You're gonna be able to see like Grok AI is generally the smartest AI you would experience with great image, with text input, data manipulation, and this is one of the most advanced feature. And don't confuse, the Grok application has a voice chat. You can be able to use a voice or your voice to input commands of what you need. So go on your mobile phone and install the app. It's available on iOS and also on a beta version on for Android users. So um, that's it for today. I'm going to release another part of how to use Grok AI. We'll also be able to identify how far Grok can go in terms of research, image manipulation, etc. Thank you for joining this session. Looking forward to have you next.